Here's what most HR professionals don't realize about recent legislative changes, and it could completely reshape how your organization handles employee screening. The landscape of workplace drug testing is shifting dramatically, and two key states are leading the charge with groundbreaking modifications that every employer needs to understand. But here's where it gets controversial: these changes might actually benefit both employers and employees in ways that traditional drug testing policies never could. Recently, Minnesota and Iowa have implemented significant adjustments to their employer drug testing regulations, creating ripple effects that extend far beyond state boundaries. These modifications represent a fundamental shift in how we approach workplace safety, employee privacy, and corporate liability. What makes these changes particularly intriguing is how they balance competing interests. On one hand, employers maintain their legitimate need to ensure workplace safety and productivity. On the other hand, employees gain enhanced protections and clearer guidelines about their rights during the testing process. The Minnesota modifications focus heavily on procedural transparency and employee notification requirements. Companies operating in the state must now provide more detailed explanations about testing protocols, timing, and consequences. This isn't just bureaucratic red tape, it's actually creating more trust between employers and their workforce. Iowa's approach takes a slightly different angle, emphasizing medical marijuana considerations and rehabilitation opportunities over punitive measures. This progressive stance recognizes that substance use issues often require support rather than immediate termination. And this is the part most people miss: these regulatory updates aren't just about compliance. They are fundamentally changing the conversation around workplace culture and employee well-being. Forward-thinking organizations are discovering that thoughtful drug testing policies can actually improve retention and workplace morale. But here's where opinions might diverge sharply. Some industry experts argue these modifications don't go far enough, while others worry they compromise essential safety standards. The tension between employee rights and workplace safety continues to generate heated debate among HR professionals, legal experts, and business leaders. For organizations with multi-state operations, these changes create additional complexity in policy development and implementation. Companies must now navigate varying requirements while maintaining consistent corporate standards across different jurisdictions. The implications extend beyond immediate compliance concerns. These modifications could influence similar legislative changes in other states, potentially creating a nationwide trend toward more employee-friendly drug testing policies. What's your take on this evolution? Do you believe these modifications strike the right balance between employee privacy and workplace safety, or do they tip the scales too far in one direction? Share your perspective. This debate is far from settled, and your experience could shed light on practical implications that policymakers might be overlooking.